friends, thanks for being with Casey and I. Was just getting set up, getting ready to go. Had a couple things I had to change real quick. Want to make sure that I could see you, you could see me, and that we were at the next crossing, Trackside, on Rail Moments tonight. And thank you, everyone that's tuning in right now, and for those of you that watch this in the future. Casey and I appreciate you, and we thank you for being here on Rail Moments today. Let's have a good time. Make sure you tell all your friends, and you can chat during this live there on the chat bar. You can even get you a super chat if you want. But let your friends know, hey, we're all live. If anybody is Trackside, up Knoxville, on the Knoxville West End, south of us on the Atlanta North District, to the west of us, over by TVRM and Citico and anything in between, Jersey, etc. Let us know if you're Trackside so we know what might be coming. And we are looking for the Savannah in Atlanta that is coming up this way. We went ahead and set the lights up, so we're going to hang out for a little while tonight after dark. For those of you who've not been with us before, Bootleggers Crossing. We are east of Chattanooga and about one block from Ooltewah, Ooltewah, Tennessee, here in Hamilton County. And we are glad you're with us. Been a decent day, not nearly as warm as yesterday though, however, but can't complain because last Thursday at this time, it was cold. And Mrs. S and I went to Mobile for Mardi Gras, and that cold followed us all the way down there. I think they were 28 degrees last Thursday night. And it was cold. And if you didn't know it, Mobile is the original home of Mardi Gras. So if you got anybody that doubts you, you just go ahead and bet the farm, because you're going to end up right. Mardi Gras started in Mobile many, many, many years ago. And believe it or not, the affluent of town are what started it one night. They all had a couple too many cocktails, and they marched on up to the governor's house, who was over that area of Mobile, and proclaimed it, and I forget the official name, but it's now known as Mardi Gras. And they'd had a number of cocktails, they did some damage and stole some rakes and what have you, the story goes. But thanks to those happy revelers, we now have Mardi Gras. Mrs. S and I caught everything you can imagine. Geez, and there's, did you know there are now blue moon pies? I hadn't been brave enough to try one yet, but we brought back an armload of stuff, suitcase full actually. And Chuck tried the first one, I think it was, or somebody in the office tried it and said, blueberry. So, if you haven't tried it, moon pies, they now come in blueberry. So we are Trackside. I've got a couple more things to do for setup that I need to do before it gets dark. So I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and swing you Trackside. I want to go ahead and get all the lights in place and what have you in between the action for the moment. And then we'll finish setting up. It takes a little bit of time. Now from 4 to 5, we had all kinds of traffic. And by the time we arrived, which was at 5, almost an hour ago, time we got connected up to the satellite, got the truck situated, what have you, and we are here on Ooltewah Cemetery Road. And for those of you that watch this in the future, or for those of you on right now that have never been here, this is Bootleggers Crossing, and it is exactly what it says. When you get here, there are no markers of any kind that says this is the official place for. It's just folklore that's been handed down by generations and under the cover of darkness. And you will see tonight when it gets dark, it is dark here. There are no lights whatsoever at all. Ottawa's over that way, Collegsdale's over that way, but this section is just all trees. Ottawa Cemetery is to my left, and it is just a massive cemetery. If we're lucky, we'll see the deer tonight. They like to come out down in this section on the other side of that evergreen, and you'll see them along the tracks there. So, like I said, to finish getting ready, while we got a moment in between, I'm going to go ahead, and like I said, we are looking for the Savannah, Atlanta coming through. Went through Austell earlier today, coming up this way, NS1065 Heritage Unit. So we do hope, and we actually plan on it, but as you know, trains run on their time, not our time. And I still haven't figured out whose analogy it was the other night when we were all chatting, but it's like going fishing. My analogy has been the Cracker Jack box, as many of you know, but it's like going fishing. The fish are under the water. You don't know how many, how deep, and when they're going to bite. But you do know they're there. Now, last night we got here at a little bit after 5, and we sat until after 8. Sometime after 5 till sometime after 8. Not a single train passed this point. And 29F was the only thing that was halfway close, and it took them quite a while to get a crew change last night at Sitico, or Brown, whichever you want to call it, after they came south across 10 Bridge. So, for the moment, I'm going to turn you all back trackside. I'll catch back up with y'all on the monitor here in a little bit. I still got a couple more setups, but like I said, I want to go ahead and get everything ready now while I can, and it's still light out, make sure everything's working. So, I'm going to spin you all back. So if something does come before I can get pitter-pattered up here, gonna bring y'all in just a little bit. Y'all get to watch me, but just in case anything comes, you're not gonna miss it. And I'm gonna go adjust that light stand, put a cone on it, because you never know when we're gonna have somebody come visit. And then I will be right back. And not exactly right back, it's a little bit of a hike, but y'all stay put. It is rather windy tonight, so let me go ahead and get the dead cat on, cut down some of that wind noise. So, y'all stay put, I'll be back in just a moment, and like I say, if something does come, you aren't going to miss it, and I'll be back up, but it's a little bit of a hike down the hill for me. everybody. Hello, Papa Bear, or AKA Get Outdoors, Green Bean, Eugene, Tony, and Mama Bear. Hello, everybody, and thanks for being with us tonight. And like I said, I got just a couple more things to do. And we will be all ready. Now, while I was down there, because of that huge curve for our eastbound traffic, the signal tower lights are tilted to the, what would be to the right for us as we look at it, or tilted to the south, if you will. Hello, Ravenhawk, and it is good to see you as well. Eugene, no, we are still looking for the Savannah, Atlanta. Have not checked any updates, so if any of you know where anything happens to be, if any of you have any updates, just yell. And no, Eugene, CSX does not run past this point. They are, from here, probably 5 miles from us. They do run our other cam that we have nicknamed the Bird Cam, over on the W&A. Doing a couple things here real quick. Just bear with me as we get ready. But as we were talking, whoa, that's too much. And that's too much again. We need right in the middle of those two things. There. Let's see how that fits. Yeah, that's pretty good. We could go a tad tighter, but for the moment, we'll wait till we have our next train, which, as I was saying, because those tracks make that bend, the signal tower lights are tilted so the train can see the indication lights right as they come around that curve down there. So I did check. We do have green, so we do have train action coming. Eugene, let's see. Yes, in Dalton, the Norfolk Southern, Atlanta North District line, and CSX cross at the Diamond. After NS leaves Dalton going north, they continue up the Atlanta North line. The Atlanta North line from Dalton, they go up through Varnell and Cohutta and Apison, Collegedale, and then just down that way about, we'll say 6 blocks. Atlanta North District line ends and becomes the Knoxville West End at this point. So, anything you see going north on the Dalton Cam, you will see come to this point. Anything coming up does not go to Knoxville. So if it comes north from Atlanta, it's going to go past us, unless they tie it down at some point, which sometimes they do it long. So, there are no crossings anywhere close until you get to the one right there for Woodhaven Lane, which is a private driveway. And many of you have been with me a lot here, and this is the, I think, 3rd time now we've seen them redo this crossing. So, and it's a little hard to tell if that is train noise or truck noise, because Interstate 75 from where we are is about half a mile, and they're coming down a hill over there. So you get the trucks doing the Jake brake thing, and you hit the train. Oh, we got glowage! Mama Bear, while I'm doing this, I know you like the sunset. So we're going to swing you back over looking to the west. If you're at work, that'll put us over that way. So, y'all just chat for a moment, and I'll be back here in just a sec. Okay, everybody. Well, you saw my bald head there. And yes, whoo, I'm a mess. Like I said, when we got here earlier, man, it was super, super windy. Now, just to kind of bring you up to date, First of all, Mama Bear, there's your sunset. Raven Hunk, yes, we had Union Power on our intermodal. We've got NYC in Varnell. That would be fantastic. And that would be really fantastic because somewhere coming up behind him will be the Savannah and Atlanta. So since we've got here, and again, for those of you that know me personally, I'm trying to make sure I don't roll down this 40-foot hill, because if I do, you're going to hear, ah! And there are briars down there, so me, briars, and rolling down the hill, if you see all that happen, you better call for help, because I'm going to lay down there for a while. Jesse, if you're on, or Warren, you two are probably the two closest to me, you come rescue me. But anyhow, since we've got here, from 4 to 5, there was all kinds of train traffic. And it's kind of the Murphy's Law. When we got here last night, kind of the same thing, 4 to 5. We got here at 5, a little bit after 5, and from that time until after 8 o'clock, we didn't even have a church mouse run through here. No bear, no deer, no squirrel, nothing went through here. So tonight, like I said, watched everything go, get here at 5, and 6 that time. And again, those of you that know me, and we've talked about this before, the word Mike and technology do not go in the same sentence together. But Casey has me linked to satellite connection with you guys tonight. So, way up there and back is where our connection is tonight. So, scoped in, get a position, all that kind of good stuff, verify the signal, make sure the equipment that shouldn't be connected isn't, so it doesn't take away from the signal. So we got all that done. And we've got a train going across the 25-0. That'll be down just below Long and right above Cohutta at the defect detector. So we got all that hooked up, connected, and like I said, you have about an 8 to 10 second count or difference. We just showed that the other night if you were with me. We did the 1 through 10 count, and you can see and hear me right about 9. So whatever happens, you're 8 to 10 seconds afterwards. So if I mess up, forgive me, because I get a little old, a little confused, and forget this and that, and if I don't write it down. So anyhow, 6 in, we've got set up, we've got leveled, we got production unit 6 with us. We're going to prep, or we are prepped to stay here for a while this evening into the sunset and beyond. We are trying out some different light settings tonight. So for those of you that were here just a little while ago, you saw, and it's a hike, especially for, and like I said, I like to eat, so I didn't get this size by bread and water. So down that road, which is Ottawa Cemetery Road, to Woodhaven Lane, which is now a private drive. Hello, Latrell, how are you? Ain't right. Thanks for being on. So pitter-patter down the hill, over on Woodhaven, and around the equipment. And the equipment, you know, we were wondering what the equipment is here for. Well, I think this is the 3rd time within, not all that long, they are redoing that crossing. Those poor folks that live on the other side. That is a private crossing up to the houses there. So we have lights, one set, 30, either 36,000 looms or 37,000 looms down on that pole. And from us, from where we are up here, that is 100 feet away. It is on a 100-foot extension cord running off a power pack that we are now trying out and learning how to get as much power out of it as possible. And learning how, what, when, where, why, etc., and so forth. So, got the light set up down there. Like I said, when I got here, the wind was howling and blowing. So, it's weighted down with heavy-duty weight packs. I don't know, they were heavy, that's for sure. And then, to my left, which we'll see if you can see, we're trying a different positioning with it, are another 37,000 looms of power up here with me. And we're trying it a little bit closer to the camera because we're trying to work with the camera understanding and comprehending the changes between the rail cars and the darkness. And if we can keep it lit better, it seems to cut that down a little bit. And like I said, from here to where we are, you are about 200 feet from that track. And I'm sure someone just said, well, Mike, why don't you get closer to the track? And the reason being is, while this is a fantastic, and when I say fantastic, I sincerely mean it, a fantastic place to railfan, because you have parking that you can pick where you want, and you can go down by the switch and watch the diverge from track 1 to 2 and vice versa, and watch and study the intricacy of working with trains and getting them where they need to go. So if you have a northbound coming up from Atlanta, that is single track just past here. So it's not unusual to have a train sitting to the right. They diverge him off of 1 onto 2 and then let the other train go. Also, just down there to the left is Knoxville West End. Same conversation. Once it goes past the diverge points here, single track. So if there's something coming south, it has to wait until a track opens, and the same conversation, diverging it from 2 to 1, etc. So you get a lot of train meetups here, and once it gets a little bit darker, for those of you that haven't been with us before here, you'll be able to see the glow off the light, so we'll be able to tell red and green signal or amber signal indication here. And there is our curve. Now, if going off of everybody's notes here, let me catch up just a second. Again, Ravenhawk, thanks for that super chat the other night. You are the very first one on and I'm 99% sure on this. You are the very first one ever to do a super chat on one of our lives. So, you have the very first award for having that distinct honor. And Casey and I say thank you. All right, Green Bean says we have northbound the New York Central there at Varnell. And it looks like maybe he's bringing a mixed freight. So, oh, Mama Bear, you're off today. Aren't you lucky? You guys can hang out together. Twice the chat, half the type. Ain't right? Good to see you. Are you trackside today or not? Latrell, everybody, here I am. Are you trackside? Are you at home with your feet up? Where might you be? Tony, I know we appreciate you because you're always here. Apparently, we are going to have New York Central and hey, Bag Squatch, how are you? Oh, I'm going to, that's fantastic. We got additional spotting power, and that's what makes rail fanning fun. It's kind of like handing off the baton as people get on and communicate with us, and that's what's fun about this platform. We got people to the south that, as you see something, they'll give us, oh, home and feet up. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you're comfortable, and I hope you're enjoying dinner or whatever. Tony's getting his dinner, but it looks like we are going to have 2 Norfolk Southern Heritage units coming our way. SNA 1065 and the New York Central. Woo! What a good night we're going to have. So, not sure what's next first, but we know we have northbound holding and we have an eastbound headed our way. Looks like an eastbound mixed train coming our way. So for right this moment, because for those of you who've been with us before, there is no horn activity until they get here. So the first sign is that glowage. I think we have that in honor of Cody, who first nicknamed the lights on the track as glowage. So we're going to stay that way, and just because we have the colorful high rail equipment, the backhoe, and the super duper cool twizzling, turning, multi-positioned orange bucket loader. That's a high rail piece of equipment as well here with us. And it's colorful, and since Mama Bear likes the sunset, we're going to continue to look that way. Now, if something's coming up Atlanta North, we will hear the horn all the way over in Collegedale by the Whistle Stop restaurant crossing, and then right next to it, right after that, is Serve Pro. Listen to the scanner. And earlier, our trash train, I believe he called 16T, but don't quote me. And anybody that knows any of the train numbers, shout it out. As you all see the power, shout out what type. All right, NYC, New York Central, is still sitting at long. So we've got eyes on him. That's pretty cool, y'all. And you keep an eye open, because someplace behind him is SNA. And I've got to make a call to Jesse, who just called a moment ago. So y'all sit tight for a moment, enjoy that view, and I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, Bag Squatch, I have a message for you. The guy that waved at you. Hello, Chuck. How are you? Robert, good to see you, sir. But Bag Squatch, that is Jesse. That was Jesse I just hung up with. Jesse is in the Green Expedition. That he's the person that waved to you. Whistleboard Production. Oh, okay. He wanted me to tell you that it was him so that you know. Okay, well then you guys are good. Hello, Crash. How are you tonight? So, NS1066, the New York Central, on train 26C. Everybody has eyes on it. He isn't going to so much as honk without you guys all knowing, because Jesse and Bag Squatch have him undercover, or covered like a coat of paint on an old barn. Hey, we got glow eggs, everybody. Bag Squatch, if they roll this train, my guess is I'll keep an eye. If they don't diverge him over to track 2, if he stays on 1, he's going to probably, that's probably what they're holding yours for this one to get by. But we'll see if he goes on. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to stop him here. He is barely coming around the corner. So let's see how this plays out. right, back squawks and everybody. It's just dark enough. I couldn't quite tell since I don't have any lights down that way and it's on the other side of the trees. I don't think they diverged him onto Atlanta North District, so I don't see anything in front of him, and I did not hear a horn at the crossings to the south, so I think our train that just passed us is headed up the the Knoxville West End line. So those of you down there, it doesn't appear I have anything in the way. I see you got another one coming up. So y'all keep me posted. But right now, I don't think he's coming your way on our train that just passed. It was cool with his ditch lights on. And that was pretty cool. His ground lights on our two DPU units. That was just a real cool picture. Just right where he's bright enough to see. And it's getting to the point. We have green. All right, Bag Squatch and those of you down at Long, we have green going on the Knoxville West End line. So it's very possible our last train went that way as well. I didn't see the signal indications. I was doing other things, so not sure where it is, but we do have a northbound for Knoxville West End headed at us. Okay, for those of you who haven't seen the report yet, Savannah and Atlanta just went through Sugar Valley 11 minutes ago, coming north. So Savannah and Atlanta just passing through Sugar Valley, coming north on the Atlanta North District 11 minutes ago, for those of you who haven't seen that report yet. And for those of you just tuning in, we have green on the Knoxville West End line for another train coming at us from the west. So we are ready. And a huge, huge thank you to our last train team. We gave them a flashlight salute from up here, and in return, we got a massive horn salute. How much fun was that? Hello, Dylan. How are you? Yes, we've got a fantastic lineup coming our way. Right now, we do have Knoxville West End with green signal indication. You guys down there at Long have both have the New York Central sitting there, NS1066. So we've got that one closest. Coming up behind him, Savannah and Atlanta on 26C. We got train action in every direction. Bag Squatch has southbound horns for Long. So, hello, Tony. Welcome back. So I'm going to guess, once you get done with those horns, you, Bag Squatch, are going to be sending us NS1066. How cool, everybody. And speaking of cool, I'm going to switch hacks. No, not hacks. I already did that. I'm going to switch Cokes. Now, somebody asked me, because I asked somebody, what's a flashlight salute? So, Jesse got me all squared away, and while we're up here, since they can't see us waving, take a flashlight, not something that you're going to blind them, and give them a back and forth motion like that, and that's a flashlight salute. And it's really cool because it wasn't until last fall I got my first one back from an incredible conductor that is stationed down or based down in Atlanta. And we talk so many times, railfanning is so much fun. But we always, everybody thinks the money shot, standing in the middle of the track, being where you shouldn't, hanging out of a tree over the train, whatever. Let your train crew participate and have fun with you. Let them know. Have safety colors on. Keep a safe distance. Parents, hang on to your kids. Give them a huge wave. Make them part of it. But remember, involve them by involving yourself so they know that you're not, that you're going to stay safe. They don't have to worry about the kids. You're far enough back. If there's a broken strap and it's dangling along, the next thing you know, it kicks up a piece of ballast and you've got a rock stuck in the front of your head, whatever. Or it's still that time of the year. We're up north. They're still cold. I looked at those temperatures today. Brr. And so you get ice, snow on top of the cars, and then you hit good old Chattanooga. It's warm enough that it melts. About the time they go flying by you, boom, here comes this slice of ice. So always, always, always keep a safe distance. Excuse me. Mrs. S made me a parfait. Got one of the granola things stuck there. I have to get a drink here in a second. And then that way they can have fun, give you the old horn salute, etc. and so forth. Give you a flashlight salute back, whatever. But that's what makes it fun. So let them know you're going to stay safe. You want them to not worry, and they don't want to worry about you. And then everybody will have a good time. And while I got all of you on, let me know whose analogy I stole, because I've always used the Cracker Jack, but this is like fishing. When we came out tonight, we knew there was fish under the water top. We didn't know how many, how deep, and how many we were going to get. And boom, we already have 3 of you sitting on a Heritage locomotive that we didn't know was coming. And behind us a second one. So if everything goes right, we can last on power, we got enough batteries, etc. and so forth. We're going to have a double Heritage night. Plenty of train action, because like I said, we sat here last night 3 hours, never turned the camera on because there wasn't anything to see other than me, and you get tired of that. So here we are. Gonna swing you back, catch up with everybody's mail here, and let's have a good time. Trackside at the next crossing. Casey and I appreciate you. Please, if you've not subscribed, do so now. It supports the channel. It lets us know that you're having fun. And the next time we go live, which is as often as Mike can get out, because Casey and I both work other jobs, most of you know that, you'll get notifications so you don't miss anything. Or if you can't because you're at work or whatever, you know that you can go back and watch it later. So, 76,000 looms goes through a lot of power. So we're going to, what's the word I came up with? Whatever it is, we're just going to be conservative on power tonight. Light up our trains, make sure we keep enough. And if push comes to shove, worst case scenario happens, because I want to make sure we get too awful late, because as you know, trains operate on train time, not yours and my time. So let's go back to the track. As we'll see, we're waiting for Knoxville West End action. Mama Bear, just a little spin over here for you. And then we'll go back. As you can see, it's dark enough up here that the camera, since we don't have all the lights on, that is looking west towards Mama Bear. And there is Mama Bear's sunset that she enjoys. So for you and Mr. Bear, that's for you. And then shortly we'll go back to the tower lights. Let's see who all's on. If anybody has any questions, please just shout them out. And in the meantime, I'm going to change coats because I'm getting a little chilly. Oh, okay, Crash. I haven't put my coat on yet. I love the fish analogy, so I've stolen that from you. The fish analogy is officially licensed to you, but I love the fish analogy. I've used that how many times since you did the other night. We're fishing. We don't know what we're going to catch, but we know there's fish out there to catch. So the rod's ready. The bait's out there. We've got an eastbound coming at us, and you guys are sitting on one coming at us down there in Long. Gonna be a great night, you guys. Thanks everybody for being on. Don't go anywhere. Get glued, get excited, get set. And like I said, we're still learning this power system, and we're still learning our new satellite connection. So we're up there in the heavens somewhere, and I'm learning how to do this, so bear with me. And so far, it looks like our connection's been great, no issues, and we're just going to keep running. So first, let me change coats, and I'll be right back. Mama Bear, your sunset is getting pretty low over there. As Eugene pointed out, we have green signal. We do have the lights on standby, y'all. Like I said, we need to feather the power. That was the word I was looking for earlier. I'm trying to feather power, so we just have two 7,000 lume lights on right now. Just because, like I said, Bootleggers Crossing is that dark. Two 7,000 lume lights. That's what we get with that. But like I said, we're going to be conservative and just use one set on our non-essential trains. But we do have double sets tonight. So we're going to go ahead and stay focused right there on the green. Mama Bear, hopefully you can still see. There's a sunset over in your neighborhood. Oh, camera doesn't like that, does it? Woo! It said no, 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 Mike. All right. As Eugene pointed out, we got a green, and that is going to be northbound up the Knoxville West End. So it's very possible if Bag Squatch and Jesse and everybody else down there sends us the New York Central, it could theoretically go on the other side of our eastbound that's coming. We could see two trains if that happens. Let's hope our New York Central locomotive gets here before. And like I said, we got the flashlight ready, and we just do like that for a flashlight salute to our locomotive, our train crew, our engineer and conductor, and hopes they'll participate back with a fantastic train salute, horn salute. So y'all, get comfortable, sit back, don't go anywhere. Hello, Mr. John Welch. Welcome. Well, we are waiting for two Heritage locomotives to make their way. Yeah, Chuck, the orange equipment shovel truck and the front end loader, they are redoing the crossing here again. How many times have we watched? I think this is number 3 now. They are redoing the crossing here on Woodhaven Lane, which is a private drive, as we had talked earlier. But the two trucks are here, and they have been actively working during the day. Last night, they were in a different position. They worked, looks like they worked today as well, but since we never went live last night because we sat here over 3 hours without a single train, single horn, single animal, not even a squirrel ran by. But tonight, Bag Squatch and Jesse and everybody is down at Long, sitting on our next Heritage locomotive for Norfolk Southern, NS1066, the New York Central. Tony, you get out there and tell him to push that semi out of the way. All right, everybody, we got green on the New York Central. Thanks, Bag Squatch. NS 1066, New York Central, 12 minutes away from us. Bag Squatch is sending it our way. Jesse, you getting night pictures? Crash, are you down at Long or are you there in Cohutta? Everybody, we have the New York Central leading bag squatch is sending it to us from Junction Point Long. They're in Appison. Coming our way, you guys. Woo! It is a heritage-rich day. We saw the Penn Central earlier. The Virginian was here earlier. Jesse got pictures of it leading a NS ballast train, an empty ballast train through town. Hey, here we go. All right, Jesse's headed back. Crash, you're going to see the excitement before Bag Squawk since you're in Cohutta. You keep us posted. Mama Bear, don't you go anywhere. And a KIA 5 horn. Eugene calls on our last train that just went by. John, grain train to Loudon City, Tennessee. Grain train, we just walked to Loudon City. As y'all can see, we are red on the post, but and that is right, Loudon is right there by Lenore City. All right, Mama Bear, like I said, your sunset is gone. It might be on your side of the mountain, but Bag Squatch has set us and Jesse have set us on up. New York Central, NS1066. Woo! All right, what a great surprise. That is Crash's catch of the day that he pulled in the boat that we weren't expecting. And Crash is down at Kohana. Kohana's just a few miles south of where Bag Squatch is there at Long. And Long is just as dark, you guys, if you've not been to Long. It is just as dark there as we are right here. It's cut in between some great big tall trees, but it is really cool because it's the end of the double track on the Atlanta North coming up, and you get to watch the signals there, and there's a lot of trains, just as we've been talking about on 1066 holding down there, that you get to see. So everybody, we got action. Like I said, we are feathering the lights. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm learning how to do this better and our capacities. And we are coming to you tonight by satellite. That's how much Casey's been working with me. So for those of you that know me, yes, Mike and the word satellite, both of those things in the same sentence, oh my. And a MiFi, and monitors, and lights, and a new conversion power system. Casey's going to be amazed. And by the way, Saturday morning, we will be in Dalton, unless the weather goes bad. Saturday morning, everybody, Dalton first thing, and Casey will be joining us trackside, to the best of my knowledge, on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Probably going to sneak a little time tomorrow. Don't know where yet. We might go over to 10 Bridge. We'll kind of see, but mark your calendars, Saturday morning. And then I understand we're going to be running steam, if everything works out, at TVRM. So we'll catch some steam in the afternoon with both the 4501 and a second locomotive. I believe it's going to be 6:30, but don't quote me. But I know 4501 is supposed to be out on Saturday, and I understand on Sunday. But that is with fingers crossed. I've not heard any more on that. If anybody has any updates, please. Anybody have any updates on anything, just shout them out. That's what this is all about. Let's have fun. Who's seen what? Don't forget, catch of the week. Whatever you've all seen in the last week that you felt was exciting, go to railmoments.com, drop it in the depository, and we're going to pick something for catch of the week. Anything you've seen in, let's say, the last 10 days, go ahead. If you do drop a video, just make sure it's super short. It does have a limitation on what size it will take. And then everybody will be able to see those once Casey turns them into the gallery, or however that works. So I'm going to go ahead and go quiet because since we've got 1066 coming, the New York Central Heritage Locomotive, let's go ahead and listen for the horn, y'all. We'll hear the horn way ahead of time. And I'll read y'all's notes and I'll just type back with you so we get the whole New York Central, horn and all, coming our way. Our first horn will be over there in Collegedale at the Whistle Stop Restaurant crossing on Ottawa Ringgold Road there. Then it goes past Serve Pro at that next crossing and then make its way to us. So, like I said, we'll have all the lights on for it. We're going to have a good time. Let's listen. Ravenhawk, thank you for that update. It's a party, you're right. Like I said, we're still here. Y'all listen for that horn. That'll be Ottawa Ringgold Road when we first hear it. Hey guys, not time for a snack. Don't go anywhere. We've got horn. New cars loaded in there. Last to survive. Wow, everybody. How cool was that? That was our big fish that we pulled out of the pond. That was a surprise. We've all been watching the S&A, Savannah and Atlanta, making its way north. And then all of a sudden, boom, off the radar, y'all called out New York Central in the vicinity. And see, that's what makes it fun. All of us working together to get this to happen. Whoa! And still, anybody now? Next up on the stage, Savannah and Atlanta. Who knows where it is? All right, Bad Squatch and Crash, you've got something at the 25.0, no defects. So you've got something crossing the 25.0. You guys are the eyes. You let us know what we've got coming on. Thanks, everybody. Everybody, like I said, we've got lights. We've still got another Heritage Locomotive to catch. We are Trackside. We are here at Bootleggers Crossing, and thank you, everybody, for being with us. More action coming. Yes, Eugene, it is making its way north. Are you saying that our next locomotive passes in Atlanta? If so, that is train NS1065. Bad Squatch, you let us know. Dylan, thank you for the update. They're on 1065. Savannah and Atlanta has passed the Dalton Rail Cam. Leading is NS 1133. Railfan Dylan put his eyes on it there and reported it for us all. Thanks for that note. Jesse and Mike and Bag Squatch and Crash and everybody else in between that are either trackside or on this live are all ready and waiting. So, Crash, you'll see him in Varna about another 10-15 minutes. And then right after that, Bag Squatch, it'll be your turn. So y'all get your lights ready. And again, Railfan Dylan, thanks for the update on Savannah and Atlanta, headed to Bootleggers Crossing, as all of you spotted and reported, headed our way. All right, Crash, thank you also for the update. Robert, if you're leaving, have a good time. Thanks for being on. Make sure you subscribe so you get notices. Hang out with us all the time. We appreciate it. Have fun with us. And there's a railroad question that you have. You ask it, because of all the folks that are on here right now, someone will know that answer. And if you ever need a lifeline, you call John, because I don't know that there's anything in the railroad world he doesn't know. He's also a man of many hats, over 300 railroad hats. All right, Bag Squatch has moved to Cohutta. Pick up a little more light there. Anybody that wants to move here and take advantage of all the lights set, please feel free. Park down below where you got a great view and you have the lights behind you so you don't have any glare in your picture. Jesse, if you're on, where are you? Haha. Well, how cool is that? Wave to each other. That I run into. Get you a new. 6 summers coming, they're short sleeve. Everybody can see you. And y'all don't let that train stop. I'm not sending anything your way. So you should be able to just come right on up. And everybody, we had talked about the ice cream store closing. Bag Squatch let us know down there in Cohutta. It's on the other end of Red Wolf. So there's 2 great places there, Red Wolf and the country store there in Cohutta to eat. And if you go to the country store, whatever bread they use for their sandwiches is super, super, super great. Oh, yum. And they make their pizzas right there. They have picnic tables out in front. You can sit there and watch the railroad track. It's only about a block and a half away. Great, great, great place. And also the I-Line connects there, which you seldom see used, but it does sometimes happen. Bag Squatch, thank you for all the updates. Crash, thanks for all the updates. John, thanks for all the information. All of you, thanks for being on. While we await our next Heritage Locomotive, Savannah and Atlanta on train NS1065, Norfolk Southern 1065 locomotive number. And don't forget where we are. There's always train traffic. Well, normally there's always train traffic. Last night was pretty light, but who knows what's in between, because it's like Crash says, it's like fishing. You don't know how many you're going to pull up from the depth of the lake and get on board, but they're down there. Northbound BNSF Intermodal coming through Cohutta. Bag Squatch has the report for us. Y'all get ready. We got northbound train action, and usually they run in 3s, don't they, Bag Squatch? So, hopefully we got a 1, 2, 3 coming, you guys. Hey, Conrail's headed to Chattanooga, y'all. 8098 Norfolk Southern Conrail is leading train 362, and it has passed through Decatur, Alabama, heading our way to the DeBuck's Yard. Gonna be sound asleep probably when it gets here. But 8098 is leading, passing through Decatur, Alabama, coming to Chattanooga. As we look at 4 red lights on the outbound signal post right before the Atlanta North End District line starts, and the Knoxville West End continues. guys keep those updates coming. Oh, I love Fiesta Grill. I agree with you, Tony. Anytime I come over there, we'll go there and eat. No question. You don't even have to ask twice.
Chief Human Resource Officer swimming in pools is part of the job.
I got Jesse on the phone. I'll be all back with you in just a moment. Y'all keep an eye on those lights because we know 29F is also in the area, going to be coming our way. So y'all sit tight. We got lots of action still coming our way.
Back up for just a second. 1250 is a rebuild. Recent. Okay. Like what? Okay. Backswatch moved to Kohana and crashes in Kohana. Alright, are you coming here or are you going home? You're what? You broke up. Oh, okay, cool. Guest. Oh boy. Okie dokie, y'all be careful. Bye. Everybody, Jesse said tell y'all hi. Bags ran him off. And he's moving on up here now. The missus is hungry and he's taking her to go get some Chick-fil-A. And then they're going to swing by here. And he wanted y'all to know on that last train, Locomotive 1250 up there towards the front, 1250 is a rebuilt locomotive, one of the first in that grouping. And it was done last year. So 1250 that we just had on our last westbound was a rebuild from last year. So that's pretty cool. John, if you're on, maybe you could update us a little bit more. I already forgot all the cool stuff that Jesse told me. The only thing I remember is he said, hey, that was a pretty special engine. That's a rebuild from last year on the program that they're working on. So our next, we do have a northbound coming. It's got 4 BNSF locomotives up front on an intermodal, I understand. Behind him, coming north on the Atlanta North District line, is our Savannah and Atlanta Heritage locomotive. And coming our way, 29F from Citico Junction. Right now, We do not have lights for him yet. He's still all red, but that's the lineup. Now, our question's going to be if we have enough power to last out all of these things, because we're also using the power unit to run the satellite connection that we're working off of tonight. So we have satellite connection, we have lights, we got all kinds of things going on. The one thing I can't do is when the power unit is out of juice, we will not have good connection for getting signal to you. So we'll see what happens. It's all going to be a game of timing, but hopefully we can last out and have enough power to get all this to happen. And just to save power, we're going to go ahead and cut off that light. And for right now, we're just going to kind of stay over here. Like I said, because we've got 3 more trains that we want to catch. We really want to catch 29F. It's just a train that's kind of one of those things I judge my night on. And like I said, we want to get our Heritage locomotive that's coming our way, and we've got spotters on. So like I said, we are doing our best here to feather the power, make sure we stay on, and I have a second alternative for lights, but I do not have a second alternative for power to the satellite. So we'll just kind of see where we go with this. So don't anybody go anywhere. Like I said, to conserve power on the portable unit, we'll just kind of flip back and forth between the equipment. And like I said, if you like, you guys tell me. I can leave you in the air. You can watch the red lights and the cars go by as the camera tries to adjust. As you can see, it's struggling. But I can give you red lights, or I can give you the crane. Y'all tell me, and that's what we'll do. As we await as we await 3 trains that we want to catch yet tonight. 3 trains. If y'all hear a beep in that background, that's the power unit. We are still at half point, but we've been on half for a little while now. So, like I said, let's see how this works out. Hello, Texas. We are getting low on light power, so we have 3 trains yet that we are working on catching. 29F, which will be going south, 2 northbounds coming at us, one of which is the Savannah, Atlanta. So 45 more minutes. All right, Dylan. SD70ACE Tier 4. A parade of northbounds tonight. 56G, 370, 283, which is our next BNSF train on Airmoto. And then 26C, our last northbound jackpot that we're trying to get. Hello, Texas! How are you guys down there tonight? Right now, Eugene, you're right. We're all red on the outbounds from Chattanooga, but we know 29F is due to come this way. He's close by in the area, and we've got 2 northbounds. So my guess, the 2 northbounds will come up, and then 29F, they'll cut to the south. Yeah, Crash, I can't wait. Like I said, I'm doing everything to make sure that we stay connected for power and all the different things we've got going on. As John would say, there is a lot of non-revenue production. All right, everybody. Sit tight for a moment. Don't panic. I'll do that for you, okay? So y'all don't panic. Y'all don't get excited. Y'all just sit tight for a moment. Now, let me get on with y'all just a moment. Okay, everybody. All right, S&A is approaching Cohutta. S&A has cleared Cohutta. We're dealing with a small power issue here, so you guys bear with me. I'm getting everything corrected. Just don't go anywhere. We'll have lights. We'll be set up. We'll be ready for the S&A, and we're going to try and finish with 29F. Like I said, this is all new for me, and we're kind of experimenting. Didn't plan on it being this long, so don't y'all go anywhere. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back. If y'all just give me a couple of minutes to go to plan A, B, and C, and if those don't work, I'll figure out D. But we're gonna stay on. But since we are hooked to the satellite, we have to maintain electrical power tonight. So sit tight. Not sure who our visitor is, but boy, can he run. Okay, everybody. Like I said, not sure who our guest is, but boy, can he run. Woo! I wish I was that young again. To cover the ground he did, take me the rest of the night. All right. We have two eastbounds that will be coming at us. It looks like we're going to have 283 coming at us first, and then 29F. So it looks like we're stable enough that we've got power to last long enough to get both trains. Like I said, this is all a learning curve for me.
Sorry, I couldn't make it for the other one. I didn't realize that was you, but I should have known as fast as you were running. Oh, sorry, I thought you noticed.
All right, everybody. That was Jesse. He was going so fast, I didn't even recognize him. Oh, my goodness. All right, everybody. Like I said, this is all a learning curve. We ran out of power on the block, so we tried to hook the block directly into the truck to regenerate, but when I did that, that kills the output power when I'm putting power in. So we have moved the lights over onto the truck. We have got enough power back into the brick to power the satellite. So as it stands right now, we're good for our next two trains, 283s coming at us, followed by 29F coming at us, and then that will be it for us for the night. So I guess that's the update to tell y'all. For those of you that are still on, Bag Squatch, Crash, everybody, thank you for all the reports on everything and keeping us up to date. I'm keeping an eye on the lights, but I just wanted to catch you up. So we have moved the lights over to the truck, so we're still operating the, I don't know, my math isn't the greatest, but 76 to 80,000 looms yet. And we've got Jesse on the scene, so he's got more looms. We've got a spotlight to follow the tail tonight, which is a new try. And we've given each of the trains that went by a flashlight salute. And as you heard, we got a great one. We've gotten several tonight. And we got the full toot around the corner. I know, I never could do it in music class. When I tried out for band a long time ago, you had to play the kazoo. And after I did my tryout and I did the kazoo, they said, no, but thank you. So I never made band. So I don't get to do like Warren does, which he does a fantastic job. So the kazoo was as far as I got. But we're lit up. Looks like we're going to be on cam power to run the satellite so we can stay connected. I did lose y'all, and we did have a little connect problem. So again, my apologies. This is a huge learning curve for me. But thanks everybody for staying on. And we're going to listen to the scanner. I said, no, we know we have two. There's a little train blockage back there, and they are holding our Savannah and Atlanta. They are holding him out at Summit. So for those of you that are west of us, he is held up. There's a little bit of a traffic jam down by Jersey. So if you're trying to catch him or you're looking for him on the TVRM cam, it will probably be a little bit, but eventually he will get there. So we got two more. We are Trackside. We are at a fresh crossing. We could almost smell the asphalt up here where they've been working on it again. That's why all the equipment's here. Anybody got any questions, shout it out. Just let us know. And there's somebody either on this or standing next to me that knows the answer. And if everybody gets stumped, we'll call in John for the lifeline. So as you see, I switched to the winter coat. It did get a little chilly, but it was great till Mama's Bear's sunset went down. So, and it's surprising, you know, it's still February, but the bugs are following the light. It's still winter here, bugs. Go back to sleep. Y'all can't be alive yet. You're supposed to have frozen to death. So, I guess that's the update. I'm on the monitor with y'all. Gonna swing you back to the track. I know you guys like to watch the lights, so I'm gonna kill some of the big ones, and so we can watch the board. Once we see it go green, we'll be ready to go back trackside with the lights, be live. Two more trains coming, 283, 29F. Don't you go anywhere, because if you don't get the guys to say, I don't have fun hanging out with you, and then I'll go home and go to bed. So, here we go. And have y'all ever seen anybody run that fast? I don't think so. And now that I know it was Jesse, no wonder I was tired watching him. All right. So there's the equipment. There's one set of lights that we're going to kill for the moment. We will hook them back up, and we're going to take you back up to the signal board. And we're not going to adjust in and out because with it being dark, it's hard for the camera to pick up the angles and the changes and what have you. And so I don't want to mess up everything for y'all. We're going to stay at our zoom rate where we are. And we are going to catch our next two eastbound. So sit tight, enjoy, and let's have fun.
Drive out.
Was that New York City?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see this.
Here, you watch it and I'll adjust it.
Okay, this is Dry Valley. Bag Squatch, Crash, this is out by you. Jesse is going to show you his picture of the New York Central just a couple hours ago?
Yeah.
Just a couple hours ago before he got up to us in the dark. That is one of Jesse's pictures that he caught tonight on the New York Central. Look at that sun on the front of that locomotive. Oh my goodness. Woo! That gives me train shivers. Oh, what a great shot, Jesse. Oh my goodness. That is awesome.
I'll show him the one from...
He's going to show you a couple more. I got one or two things to do here, and we are waiting for our next two eastbounds. Y'all keep an eye on those lights, because we're going to have green for long.
So this shot is Collegedale. I was going for a run along Apison Pike, and thankfully I took my my bigger flashlight with me. But I'll back it up here. That is along Apison Pike going in front of McKee. Not bad for one little flashlight, I will say so. And also took pictures at Long. And here's a bit of a rocker shot from Long. So yeah, that definitely made up for missing the pin some for the day.
All right, everybody, we got green. All right. Woo! Jesse's got, oh my goodness. Whoa. All right, everybody, get ready.
All right, I'll be down there again.
You going all the way down? Okay, he just pulled off Jersey.
Okay.
All right, everybody, 29F, 283. I was listening to the scanners. 283 has already gone past, so we have one more coming our way, and that is going to be 29F. So, oh my goodness, what an exciting, I'm sorry. Like I said, listen to the scanner, dealing with power, but I'm figuring this out. Look at that, he's all down there. That would have taken me 15 minutes to get that far down. All right, as you see, we've got green. He's going to be on the closest track. He's going to be on track 2 with a diverge over to track 1, go south down the Atlanta North District. So 29F headed our way. Oh boy, what an exciting night. 29F goes by us regular, and I got a note that they got a super crew on board. Great. So we're going to get one more in tonight. Lights are all on. Jesse's down. Oh, what a great night. So y'all get ready. Here comes 29F.
Get the latest mix.
This is what you call a spotlight on Jesse. There he is. Everybody wave back to Jesse. He's down there all set up.
We should do this more often with a bit more light on the subject.
Yeah, we got light on the subject tonight. Hey, Mama Bear. All right, everybody, this is 29F coming. We are experiencing a couple Eugene, let me get back with you on your questions. Like I said, we are kind of on the brink of everything here. But I think we're all good. I think we're going to make it through this one. Thanks, everybody. Like I said, I know you had a couple connection issues. We had a couple light issues. But, hey, we got this. We're okay. As we await 29F coming our way. See who sees glowings first. I'm going to go ahead and get the pan set so we're at a good level here for coming our way. All right, I'm going to adjust the lights a tad. We got green. He's going to be on the track closest to us on 2. He's got red over green, so he will diverge onto track 1, the track furthest away from us, and then we'll be coming south. So, Bag Squawks, Crash, all of you, you're next southbound, 29F, a daily train coming to a spot near you. Good night, Mama Bear. And Jonathan, that glowage was me. My apologies. I was just showing you all the equipment and kind of a little bit of a turn around the corner. Jesse's here with us from Whistleboard Productions. Bag Squatch, y'all still on? Crash, everybody? Yes, 29F was at Jersey. We have a spotter down there, but he has left Jersey and is on his way. 26C was holding at Summit. I don't know if he's moved on or not, but 26C was holding at Summit with NS1065, the Savannah in Atlanta. But 29F, like I said, we have a spotter to the other end, and it has rolled out. So for those of you watching the TVRM cam, y'all yell when you see Savannah and Atlanta go by. Like I said, we are on critical power. It's all going to be a race now between power and train. We're good on the likes. The satellite connection and the power to run that is our big question mark right now. Hey, ain't right. How are you, sir? Seth's keeping us updated. We appreciate it, Seth. Thank you very, very much. Seth's down to the west of us. Ain't right, Jonathan, Crash, everybody. Thanks for being with us. We are going to tuck one more in tonight if everything holds for us. Like I said, we got green. We got one coming. We just got to last long enough to catch him. Seth said he's picking up speed and rolling our way, so 29F. And Seth said he's going to be a huge train, so 29F is, looks like he's rolling past Hickory Valley. Let me confirm that with Seth. Boy, I'd hate for my car to stall on that crossing. Woo. There are houses on the other side. Like I said, that is a private drive. I have to be scary every night to go across those tracks in the dark, no lights, no gates, and a curve that they come zipping around. We may have to send a couple mules down there to give 29F a tug if he's that long. Like I said, Seth's giving us updates. And Seth is down at Jersey giving us those updates, our spotter there. Thank you again for that. Like I said, we are waiting on 29F. I hope we do not lose our satellite connection that requires electricity, which we are critically low on. So let's see if it's a good night to buy lottery tickets or not. We got glowage! 29F coming our way. Woo-hoo! Flashlight salute back! Woo! How cool was that, you guys? A flashlight salute from that NS train crew. How cool is that? 29F headed south. Backswatch, you guys, he's coming your way. Get ready if you're all still in Cohutta. Boy, was he a big train. Seth, thanks for the heads up that he was coming when he got past you.
And you're right, he was a big one tonight. Woo! 29F going south, headed down the Atlanta North District, where Casey and I and Jesse from Whistleblower Productions, we are all trackside at the next crossing tonight. Oh man, it has been a fantastic doubleheader night. 2 NS Heritage locomotives. Horn salutes, so many of them I can't even count them all. Man, has it been fun. Thank you all. I'm glad. I hope all of you had as much fun hanging out tonight as I did with you guys. And like I said, Crash is right. Rail fanning is like fishing. You don't know what's under the water. You're gonna get a bite. And how big is it? What is it? And that, our New York Central. Whoa! What a surprise he was. We spent all day watching the Savannah and Atlanta, and boom! And then earlier today, Penn Central was through here, and the Virginian was through here. He stopped. He had empty ballast train coming in, going west. Jesse got him at 23rd Street today. So 4 Heritage locomotives have passed through here today, and we got 50% of them. Oh, what a great night. Hey, Eugene, tomorrow.
Sorry.
He just appeared.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing bright orange.
A moment ago he was there, next he's here. I don't know how he gets from there to here that fast. He's got to have a magic umbrella or something. Oh, I just caught my breath there. It's like, oh, people. All right, you want to say goodnight to everybody? You got anything you want to tell anybody? Hop in here. Just talk loud.
Well, glad I was able to help Mike out a little bit. I didn't get down here as early as I wanted to light up the Savannah and Atlanta, but hey, at least I think, what do you think, Mike? That joint effort on 29F, that's the most lit I've seen a train out here.
Not to mention it's the fastest I've ever seen anybody run out here, especially across all that ballast down there. Made my ankles hurt.
Well, no, it was, I had fun today and tonight. I just overheard Mike talking about the 50% of heritage. I saw 75%. I saw the Virginian this morning at the yard, but Penn Central, it snuck by all of us. So I don't know. I'm cold and kind of tired, Mike. What about you?
Eugene, it's funny you should ask. You'd be surprised. And we both work at the same place. And no, Jesse is not my son, but everybody at the office wants to know if maybe I had a secret marriage or something, because yes, we do look alike, and you'll be surprised how many people, including my wife, mention that. But no, we are very, very, very close friends. We met along the railroad tracks a couple years ago. He's got a channel, Whistleblower Productions. My first train chase ever.
Westbound.
Oh, my first train chase ever was with Jesse.
No extra lights.
And I still have yet to get over it. Hey, we got one sneaking in, you guys, so we got a bonus train.
If I'd known he was coming, I would have stayed down there.
Well, as fast as you run, you can still get there.
course, look at that. Jesse's got a good eye.
Guessing this is 289.
289 is Jesse's guess. I don't have the scanner tonight, so we haven't heard what they called, but
If he has tankers on the back, it's 289. That's the telltale sign. Yep, look at that.
hey,
Aren't I good?
here comes the tankers.
Never mind the hopper.
Hopper doesn't count, he said.
An interesting factoid, if you noticed, when the tankers went by, it was kind of high-pitched. It's because they were empty. There wasn't anything in them to make them really hit the rails hard, so they kind of hummed along because they were empty cars. Something interesting.
Well, thank you. All right, everybody. I think that concludes our night. We, through this maneuver and that maneuver, have made it through having power. Yet, once again, another learning curve, but hey, it has been a fun and great night. So, I'm going to throw y'all, well, let's just see. Since y'all like likes, we're going to look over there. And we're going to go ahead and start tearing down and disconnecting. Jesse's going to get his stuff. He's got schoolwork. I got to have dinner. And we got to get over all the excitement.
Up here with everything on.
Kind of a blur.
Oh, really?
Good night, Eugene. If you've already left, sorry I missed you. Hey, let's chat tomorrow. Yeah, his pictures of the Virginian earlier this morning were fantastic. The building in the distance. I wonder if he's talking. There are residents, if you're still on, if you're talking about that building, those are residents over there. The road that the crossing, Woodhaven, used to go all the way through, but when they put Little Debbie Parkway in, it cut the road. So for those folks that live up there, they come across that crossing, that dark crossing in the middle of the night, right over there. Yep, we had a little bit of everything. All right, everybody. Like I said, I'm going to leave you on for a few moments, but we're going to go ahead and start cutting, tearing down, and I'm just going to swing y'all back to the light just in case. If somebody sees green, y'all start yelling. In the meantime, we're going to start packing up, which it's like taking the kids to the beach. There's that much to pack. So, thank you all. And I said I'm going to leave you up, but thank you all just in case I lose you because of power. From Casey and I and Jesse, everybody have a good night. And we'll see you trackside at the next crossing. Hopefully tomorrow around 1 to 4. And then Saturday morning, y'all have been asking to go to Dalton. We will be going to Dalton Saturday morning. And then in the afternoon up to Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. where originally they thought they'd have 2 steam locomotives operating, but apparently only 1 will be up and going. But hey, that beats what we've had all winter, so it's going to be a fun next 3 days. So make sure if you have not yet subscribed, now's the time to do so. Don't forget, catch the week, railmoments.com, slip it in the mailbox there, and everybody have a good night. Okay.
Sorry if I screwed it up.
But I've been feathering it, I only had it on for the training system.
Right.
Y'all do that dance for that green light. Like I said, we haven't gotten everything pulled yet, but we are. But if we get a green, I'll stay. But if not, we are shutting down. And like I said, satellite electrical power is going to be getting short here shortly. And look at all the bugs. Don't they know they're supposed to be dead from freezing? But anyhow, back to packing.
This didn't turn out terrible for rolling up last minute.
No. That's a good pitch.
Yeah. That's just with my headlights and your light. Not bad.
Was that camera or that? Okay, so that's down there. Yeah. God, I didn't know that was such a big thing.
I thought I could pull up from the seat.
No. All I saw
See, I kept waiting for you to holler, hey, there's Jesse. I was like, well, maybe he doesn't make it. I had no clue. No clue. Well, I'm going to go pack my stuff, and then I'll pull up around behind you.
I tell you what, if you would, when you go down there, don't turn the lights off. Just unplug the cord for me.
Okay.
Then I can pull the cord back up and roll it,
And then I'll go down there and get those lights last.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, exit up on top. And here's his home. And then run it from here. And it tells you which direction they're going, everything from here. Your speeds, that stuff. Yeah, also it's technical. Yeah. All right, and then I can just roll that cord up. Yeah. As we pack everything.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Casey, myself, and Jesse will see y'all at the next crossing.